Hello family, it's the guy who can't make a decent video bringing you one more video. So I'm out today, kind of like an update. I made a video before of my Davidson Defense 7.62x3.9 AR, just updating it. So the only changes I made was I brought a dedicated lower, because the lowers I was using before were from different rifles, and those had light triggers. So I bought one so I can use a regular mil-spec trigger. The lower came from Joe Bob Outfitters for $139, and it was just the complete lower, but it didn't have the buffer tube, which I had an extra one laying around, so I just used that. So for, I think it was $119, plus they add another fee, handler's fee, but I believe I got it $130 shipped, and then had to pay the transfer fee at the FFL. But the upper I've had for about a year. I just hadn't shot it that much because I didn't have a lower with a mil-spec trigger, and it wouldn't. I was getting light strikes. I don't have an extra one. Anyway, so today I've just been shooting Tula, and if it will shoot Tula, it will shoot basically anything. But everything else being equal, it's I use this this Vision King 1x5 scope. It's weird, the clarity on that one, and I know it's a cheap scope. I guess why I got it. Just this was supposed to be a low, just a really cheap build, and it was. I have to think, look back, but I'm pretty sure everything included was under 500. This is in the days where the uppers were for sure under 300. One other thing I did was, where are we at? I added the bolt carrier group came with a what do you call that? Improved firing pin, but it didn't work all the time. So I wasn't sure exactly if it was the trigger or the firing pin that was holding me up. So I got a different improved firing pin, and that may have made the difference, or it could have been this trigger, which is heavier than Oprah in her first season, because I've never felt a trigger. It must be probably 11 pounds. I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah, no light primer strikes on this thing. I will change out the trigger, but I'll try to find one that's 4 or 5 pounds, something like that. I don't know who makes one off the top of my head, but I will keep searching. So, but where I'm shooting now, the back wall is 70 yards. All the other places I went to were all full, just about 50 yards, well, not 50, about 100 yards down the road. There's another spot I like to go. I can get 100 yards there, but it was already full. So today, when I left my house, it was raining and cold. Now it's just wet and cold. So I'm going to wrap this up. I shot about 50 rounds today. Had a couple of these. So anyway, wrapping it up. It worked. It shot everything. Before it would shoot one or two and then have a light strike. This one fired everything. It was pretty accurate out to. I shot for about 25 yards, and then I went out to the back wall, and it was hitting everything. So it was actually kind of boring. So wrap this up and have a nice day.